Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get me a water. What's up, beautiful black people? I don't know how much time you got, Andre, but this is what I wanted to present to Black Men United, man, and show them the power of this thing collectively and adding a wealth building component with the company that I'm working with out of Atlanta, Georgia. Black-owned company dedicated to teaching financial education to black people. So I want you to listen carefully, get ready to take some notes because I'm going to break some stuff down. And I know everything that I write on the board is backwards because of the way that Facebook does this thing. I don't know if I can flip that to where it is correct. Somebody said at one point you could. I just never learned how, so I apologize that I don't know how to flip it so that you can see everything that is in the correct order, right? So yeah, I don't know how to do it, but nonetheless, just pay attention to what I want to help you understand really quickly about what we're doing. We have two groups that we're working with, right? The men's group is called Black Men Building Wealth. The women's group is called Wealthy Black Women. And basically what we're doing is we're using a system through a company called MyEcon out of Atlanta, Georgia, to lay the foundation of wealth building for black people here in America. There's 5 pillars that we stand on when we help people build wealth with us. Number 1 is entrepreneurship. We put them in a business of their own, a financial education franchise. Why? Because that allows you to, that helps you with pillar number 2, tax minimization. You're able to minimize your taxes better and more effectively when you have a business. So we put you in your own financial education franchise. Entrepreneurship is the new retirement. Then because of that, you're able to minimize your taxes. All right, pillar number 3 is you got to get yourself out of debt. Got to. Pillar number 4 is you got to start acquiring income producing assets through investments. We got you there. Pillar number 5, you got to understand credit and how credit works, right? She says she can't share the video. I don't know if it's on private or what. I don't know. I mean, it's, shoot, man. I don't know, what's going on with the video and why you can't share. You know, Facebook be hating sometimes. So just invite a few people specifically to come check it out, what we're doing, and then I will fix it later so that we can get it in front of more and more people. So those are the 5 pillars that we stand on. Entrepreneurship, you got to have a business of your own. You've got to minimize your taxes. You've got to eliminate your debt. You've got to learn how to invest, and you got to know how to maintain good credit and how to leverage credit to build wealth. So what we're doing is I am gifting this business to 3 people, right? And I'm going to show you why it pays to pay it forward. But I want to bless 3 people with this business today, right? And then I've got team members that will also bless a couple people with this business as well. But let me address a couple elephants in the room so we can get that out of the way, because I don't want you to watch this video for the rest of the video and you say, hey, this is some kind of sham. No, here are the 2 elephants that we got to get out of the way, right? I'm going to bless you with the business, meaning you have no startup costs, right? But to maintain your membership with us, it's $35 per month. Now, some people have commitment issues, just point blank period. So when they say you say $35 per month, they like, man, they see it as a bill, right? So they have a problem with that. If you have a problem with a $35 per month commitment, then this ain't the opportunity for you. right? This is just not the opportunity for you, but let me help you. Let me show you how we help you overcome that objective. 8 out of 10 people who partner with us will be able to increase their take-home pay on their job $200 to $500 per month. $200 to $500 per month. So you tell me, if, say for instance, we help you with this one strategy, you bring an extra $300 per month back into your household, do you still have commitment issues paying $35 per month, investing $35 per month in your financial education? Right? So it's just the way we've been trained to think. We just see that as a bill. Even if I'm putting $300 a month in your pocket every month, some people don't see that they can take $35 out of that $300 and cover their monthly fee. They just train to think backwards. I don't have time for people like that. I'm sorry. I want to save the world, but I have to first start with people who want to save themselves. Does that make sense? Right? You guys got to talk to me this morning. I know it's early for some of y'all, but does that make sense? I want to save the world, yes, but I first got to start with saving those who want to save themselves. If you can't see that I'm going to put $300 a month in your pocket, you take $35 out of that $300 and then pay your monthly membership, then I'm talking to the wrong people. That's elephant number one in the room, right? There is a monthly commitment. Some people have commitment issues, and they can't sign up for something that will auto draft out of their account every month, but at the same time, they spend the same $100 every single month. It's just not done on auto draft. So if you have commitment issues, this isn't the program for you. We can't help you build wealth if you have commitment issues. You have to be committed to this thing in order to make this thing work. Right? So that's elephant number one in the room. Elephant number two is the business platform that we've chosen so that you can minimize your taxes is a network marketing business. Multi-level marketing, MLM, some people call them pyramids and all of that kind of stuff. But the reason we chose network marketing as the business platform is because we can allow you to market this business for $35 a month. Low cost of entry for anybody to operate a business. The second reason we chose network marketing business as the business platform is because the IRS recognizes network marketing businesses as a legitimate business, meaning you get all of the same tax write-offs as any other company. I get the same tax write-off as Google, IBM, Microsoft, any other company out there, Walmart, Macy's. They get to write off payroll. I get to write off payroll. Who do I pay? I pay my children, right? They get to write off travel expenses. I get to write off travel expenses. Where do I travel? I used to call them vacations, but now they're family business trips. They get to write off meals that they put on, meals that they have and company functions that they throw and they provide food. I get to write off my meals too, as long as I'm taking care of business, right? They get to write off their supplies when they go and you go into your supply room at your job and it's filled to capacity with papers, pens, notepads, printers, and computers. They get to write all that stuff off. I get to write all that stuff off too. I just don't have that much stuff. I get to write off my cell phone. I get to write off my laptop. I get to write off this flat screen TV that I use as a monitor in my studio. Network marketing has been recognized by the IRS as a legitimate home-based business, meaning you get tax write-offs. If you can't get past the fact that we use network marketing as part of a wealth building strategy for you to get over the hump financially so that you can write off a large portion of your lifestyle and save money, get that money back from going to Uncle Sam and you keep that in your pocket, I'm talking to the wrong people. Some people are letting the network marketing piece of what we do cloud their judgment on whether or not this is a good and valid way to build wealth. I just told you that we're going to help you with your credit. We're going to help you get out of debt. We're going to help you invest and get double-digit rates of returns. And then we're going to help you minimize your taxes. You don't have to recruit anybody or build the network marketing part of the business if you don't want to, and you can still do all these other things and start building wealth. But I'm going to show you here in a second why it pays to pay it forward and to do that. I'm going to show you in a second why it pays to pay it forward, because according to the latest statistics, Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. You need some extra money. And why not pay it forward in a business that black people need in our community, and you can learn these strategies, teach people how to build wealth, and make a few dollars at the same time. There's nothing wrong with making a difference and making a dollar at the same time, right? Now, here's what you have to do to qualify for me to give you this business, for me to gift this business to you. I want to pay it forward with 3 people today. Here's what it requires for you to qualify to join Black Men Building Wealth or Wealthy Black Women. Those are our 2 groups. They're a brother and sister group. One is for men, obviously, and one is for women. The women will come together and they will overcome the issues that are keeping black women from building wealth. The men will come together and they will overcome the issues that are keeping black men from building wealth. But you have to qualify. If I'm going to gift you this business, I'm not letting any and everybody in this organization. You have to be, number one, about your family, man. Point blank, period, man. I'm looking for family-oriented people. You have to be about building a legacy for your family. This thing is about building wealth. Building wealth is a marathon and not a sprint. You have to be about longevity, building a legacy long term. You have to be about your community, man. I'm not letting anybody in this organization who don't have a focus and a serious place in their heart for their community. Number 4, you have to be willing to learn this material so that you can get out and teach it to other people. That means you have to first learn it, apply it in your life. Second, then get out and be willing to teach it to other people in your community. And then number 5, you've got to be willing to pay it forward for 3 other people. I'm going to pay it forward for 3 people, and you're going to pay it forward for 3 people. Now, if I told you that the cost to start with us is $35, but I'm going to pay it forward for you, then you can do the math. If you're going to pay it forward for 3 people, then you have to be willing to commit $105 to pay it forward, to bring another strong sister up and say, hey, you need to be a part of this team. To bring another strong brother up and say, look, brother, you need to be a part of this team. There's something special happening. These guys are not talking about it. They're doing the work. These are the guys who will ultimately be able to write the check to buy the tank to fund our liberation, to fight the wars that we have to fight on all of these different fronts. There's nothing wrong with you if you are seriously fighting for a change in the education system. There's nothing wrong if you're fighting for women's rights. There's nothing wrong if you're fighting for the incarceration rate. You're fighting the school to prison pipeline. Nothing wrong with that. We've got to fight so many fights on so many different fronts. But here's the problem. Somebody got to be able to write a doggone check. Somebody's got to be able to write a check. So we're the group who've taken on the economic empowerment piece. We want to help create 100 millionaires in the next 12 months. You see, I didn't stutter. We want to help create 100 millionaires in the next 12 months. Somebody has got to be able to write a doggone check, y'all. We're fighting to change the school systems because we don't have the money to build our own school systems. We're fighting to change the laws to get our brothers and sisters coming out of prison on jobs and get people to hire. We're fighting to change the law because we haven't built enough of our own businesses where we can hire them brothers and sisters when they come out. So this is the part of the movement that I've committed my life to, is helping black people build wealth so that we can fund our own liberation. I'm not the one who's going to be out protesting. I'm not the one who's going to be out marching. I'm not the one. You think about a march for a second. Think about a protest for a second. I'm in St. Louis, right? A couple years ago, we had this situation with Mike Brown and all of this stuff going on. When we got riled up and fired up and got into our emotions about that situation, and everybody ran to get their signs made, to get their t-shirts made, and get that. Where did they go spend all that money? When they went and got their poster boards, they went to Walgreens and Walmart. When they went and got their t-shirts printed up and to show their solidarity, where did they go buy those t-shirts? See, we've got to get out of our emotions and start thinking tactically about this whole liberation thing, man. Liberation has always costed us two things: blood and money. Always. So I'm willing to help brothers and sisters get their lives together financially. I want you to become independently wealthy so you don't have to leave your house and go work a job. And you can't really join the movement because you're scared that somebody on your job gonna see you on the front lines and you're gonna get fired. You ain't got to worry about that if you're independently wealthy. My man Evan Jefferson said something that was so profound yesterday. He's talking about speaking his mind, right? How many of you can't speak your mind because you're scared that your employer is going to hear something that you say and let you go? Right? All right, that's enough. Let me get back to the topic at hand. So, just a real quick recap. We have a business opportunity for black people that will teach them financial education, and if they're willing to go out and teach other people, they will then earn some extra money doing that. What are the pillars? How do we teach education? What is the education that we're teaching? We're teaching, number one, how to minimize your taxes. Most working class people are overtaxed on their job because their W-4 form is not filled out correctly. We will teach you how to get that thing right so that you can bring an extra $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 a month back into your household. Then we're going to teach you what to do with that money. That ain't the time to go buy a new bag every month, ladies, because you got an extra $300 of cash flow. No, that ain't the time, fellas, to start pouring money into that raggedy rag you got. Nah, that's the time to take that money and go into phase 2 and start eliminating your debt with it. Get yourself out of debt. Debt is literally killing us in this country. If all disease comes from stress, and a lot of stress, most stress is financially related, then money is killing us, or the lack of money is killing us, right? So once you get yourself out of debt, then we want you, now that you've freed up your cash flow, we want you to understand how to invest, how to acquire income producing assets, how to make your money work for you. Then most working class people have jacked up credit. So we got a credit education piece that will teach you how to fix your credit. We have a financial education piece that will teach you how to leverage credit to build wealth. And then if you want to get out in the community and start teaching people how to do this and paying it forward, then you can earn some really good residual and passive income, right? So those are the 5 things that we're going to do. We're going to put you in a business of your own so you can write off your lifestyle, so you can minimize your taxes. Then you're going to pay down your debt, and then you're going to start investing. Then you're going to make sure that you're maintaining good credit or building your credit, and then you're going to be making some business income with us as well. That's critically important, right? What is it going to take? If I'm going to gift you a business, I'm not giving this business to a knucklehead. No disrespect if you're a knucklehead, you're just not ready. Building wealth is a grown folks game. Of course, it's okay to share this video. Somebody was having trouble sharing it, but please share it. Guys, if you haven't already shared this video, go ahead and hit the share button right now. Hit the share button right now. I don't know if somebody said they couldn't share it for some reason. So if you're able to share it, go ahead and hit the share button right now. Building wealth is a grown folks game. And if you're not mature enough, that's cool. I will circle back with you when life beats you up a little bit more and you go through a few more things and it matures you, and I will circle back and we'll come back and get you. But I can't wait on you right now. Right now, I do want to save the world. What does this shirt say? If you can read it, I know it's backwards. The shirt says, the cycle ends with me. The cycle of poverty ends with me and my family, right with me, with this generation. I'm not letting another generation come up and go through poverty. Right? So I want to help save the world, but I'm starting with the people who are ready to save themselves. And when more and more people get to that point in their life where they're ready to save themselves, we'll come back and pay it forward for you, and you can join these two organizations and we can help you take you to the next level. But we don't got time for no knuckleheads and no foolishness, not right now. We've got work to do, y'all. So in order for me to gift you this business, I've got 3 spots right now this morning. If you're ready, just say I'm ready. If you already heard enough and you're ready, just say I'm ready, and I want to connect with you after that. I get off the stream, but you got to be ready to take action now, right? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the code to get in and waive the fee. But if you're not ready right now, don't say so. Because what happens is I give you the code, you're still sitting on the fence trying to make up your mind. I got other people saying, hey, they're ready, and you sitting on the code and you ain't making a move. No, if you're not ready to take action right now, and maybe you need to sit on it a couple days, inbox me in a couple days then. But if you're ready to take action right now, then let's work right now. Let's work right now. So the 5 things that you have to be about here's the type of person I'm looking for. The type of person I'm looking for is a person, man or woman, that's committed to their family. Man or woman that's committed to building their legacy. See, if you're committed to building your legacy, your mindset is somewhere else. You think differently. I need people like that around me. You have to be committed to, hey, Teresa, what's going on? You have to be committed to your family first and foremost. You have to be committed to building a legacy for your family, because I know that you're not satisfied with your job. You've got to be committed to the community, right? I'm not trying to help somebody become a millionaire so they can run off and do some foolishness with all their money. No. Are you willing to invest in your community? I'm trying to create 100 millionaires so we can start buying up our neighborhoods. I'm not trying to create 100 millionaires so y'all can go buy 7 Bentleys. Hell with a Bentley. Our communities are falling apart all around us. Family over everything, and ownership over everything else. If you're about that, then you're the type of person I want to connect with. Family over everything, ownership over everything else. Are y'all feeling me? Family over everything, ownership over everything else. We're trying to create some owners here, right? So that's number 1, family over everything. Number 2, legacy. Got to be about your legacy. That's where ownership comes in. Building a legacy so you can pass some things down to your children. Number 3, got to be about your community, man. Right? Are you getting your money up for you, or are you getting your money up for the community? So that you can help others lift themselves up out of poverty and transform their lives. Number 3, you've got to be willing to learn this information first and foremost, apply it in your life, and then get yourself familiar enough with it so you can help teach others. And then number 5, you got to be willing to pay it forward for 3 people. 3 people you know. Brother, you need to be a part of this movement. I got you. Come on in. I got you. Don't worry about the first. You just get ready to pay $34.95 a month. After we use some strategies in your life, we're going to help you free up some money that's going to cover that cost. But I don't want that startup cost to hinder you. I got you. Come on, bro. Run with me. Sis, I got you. I know you're struggling a little bit, but you're struggling because you don't have any strategies in your life. Let me help you with some strategies, sis. Come on, you need to run with wealthy black women. They're going to help you with some strategies. You're going to be able to lean on a community that's going to help you overcome the challenges that black women face with building wealth. That's what we're talking about today. So you got to be willing to pay it forward 3 times. Here's why it pays to pay it forward, right? I told you guys that what we do is a network marketing machine, right? If network marketing rubs you the wrong way, you can still build wealth with us. Once you pay it forward your 3 times, you don't got to tell another soul about what it is we're doing. I'm not trying to get you into this so that you can become a network marketing recruiter, but paying it forward will set you up with passive and residual income the way that we're building it. And that shows your commitment to the community. That shows your commitment to the movement. And when you pay it forward, that builds trust with people who are skeptical about joining communities and joining movements, because so many communities and so many movements are full of crap. But when you pay it forward for somebody, that's the first exercise of trust. And that's key, because people are sick and tired of, here's another movement. So we want to demonstrate trust on the front end and say, hey, we want to welcome you to this community. We want to show you that we're about taking action and not about talking, right? So here's how it works. Let me see, who do we have on the line? Lionel. So I don't know if Lionel, if you're already a part of our movement or what, but if I'm going to bless Lionel today, I'm going to bless him and put him in our movement. He's not going to pay anything up front. He's committed that, yes, he's a family man, because he's the one put in family over everything. Yes, he committed ownership over everything. He's about building a legacy so he can pass that down to his family. Yes, he is committed to helping to rebuild his community. Yes, he's willing to teach this information and learn this information for himself, but also teach it to others. And he's willing to pay it forward for 3 people, right? So we bring Lionel on board. He's part of Black Men Building Wealth. We're going to inculcate him in our culture of black men doing great things. I see you, Jesus. Black men doing great things. We're going to lean on each other and talk specifically about the issues that are keeping brothers from building wealth. Issues like child support, child custody, baby mama drama. These things are stopping black men from building wealth. Not being able to get a gainful employment that pays you enough money to really move your family forward. See, this is why it's a brother thing, right? We're separating the men from the women because we got separate issues. We've got to overcome separate issues, and I can't tell a sister to do this, that, and the other, because that's not what's stopping her from building wealth. She needs to be with our sisters, so our sisters can say, I understand that your baby daddy ain't paying child support. Let me show you how to generate an extra $1,000 that can replace the child support he ain't paying. But let's not stop that. Let's not let that cause you to be bitter, sister. Let me help you so that you don't have to be bitter. You can keep moving forward and keep being great like you called to be. See, this thing is bigger than a few pennies, man. This is about legacy. So we're going to bring Lionel on. Right, Lionel has agreed to pay it forward for 3 people. So Lionel, your commitment that you're agreeing to is over the next 7 to 10 days is a $105 commitment. Right, it didn't cost you anything to pay it forward, but if you're going to pay it forward for 3 other people, it costs $35. $35 times 3 is your commitment. That's your commitment, right? Small problem for a giant. Over the course of 7 to 10 days, you can pay it forward for 1 person today, 1 person, in the middle of next week, 1 person to the end of next week. 7 to 10 days, this is your commitment, right? So here's how it works. When Lionel commits to pay it forward for 3 people, he says yes. I know a sister named Molisha. She is about those 5 things, Cortez. She is about her family. She is about building a legacy. She is about the community. She's willing to learn this information. She's willing to then start teaching it to others. And she's committed to the 105, and she's going to pay it forward for 3 people as well. Right? That's cool. We got Molisha. All right. And then you say, let's see, who else we got? You say, hey, Cortez, I know a brother named Donovan, man. I want you to vet this brother out and see if he's committed to the 5 things. He says he's about his family. I know he's got a wife, he's got kids, and he looks like he's a good dad. He says he's about building a legacy for his family. He says he's about the community. He says he's about learning this information and willing to teach it to others. But I don't know, he says he'll think about paying it forward to 5 people. So we get on the phone with Donovan. You got to be willing to pay it forward for 3 people, bro. And he says, cool, I'm in. So Lionel paid it forward for Donovan. Who else do we have on the line? Just to give you an example. So we got Mo. All right. And then we say, okay, I know this other sister named Tawana, right? She's about her family. She's about a legacy. She's about the community. She's about learning this information so she can bless and teach others with it. And she's going to commit to 105 to pay it forward for 3 other people. All right. So then we bring in You're just going to put TJ for Tawana. So now, based on this right here, Lionel, you committed to 105. So here's how the money works. When you paid it forward for Molisha, you got a $10 commission on Molisha. When you paid it forward for Donna, you got a $10 commission for paying it forward for Donna. And then when you paid it forward for TJ, you got a $35 commission for paying it forward for TJ. So if you want to continue to bless people from this point on, Lionel, then every time you pay it forward for somebody, you get your $35 right back. From this point forward, from the third person forward, every time you pay it forward for somebody, you get your $35 right back the next week. But you're blessing somebody, bringing them into a culture that's going to help transform and change their lives forever. Forever. Right? But I told you, if all you wanted to do, you can't stand network marketing. You hate it. You tried it in the past, it was a dud. People scammed you, whatever. You hate it. You hate it. That's cool. But still you committed. You said, I see your vision, Cortez, so I'm going to commit to bless these 5 people, these 3 people, but man, I ain't doing no network marketing. That's cool. You brought in some committed people, right? But we told you that because you partner with us, you have your own business. Now you can write off your lifestyle. You can write off the salary you pay your kids. You can write off meals and entertainment. You're going on vacation this summer. Turn that into a business retreat and write that whole thing off, right? You're going to put miles on your car everywhere you drive. Start driving for business and write that stuff off. See, this is about strategy, you guys. This is about strategy. Yes, in order to be a legitimate business, we have a website that will be built for you. It's loaded with hundreds of products. And you can sell products and all that kind of stuff. But this is about strategy. So you've done this and you said, okay, I fulfilled my commitment. The only thing that I'm worried about doing now, Cortez, is continuing to learn the information and teach me how to teach others. And I'm going to say, cool, learn the information, minimize your taxes, get yourself out of debt, build wealth for you and your family, start investing, getting double-digit returns on your money, and then I will teach you how to teach other people. I will teach you how to stand up in front of a church and teach people. I will teach you how to do a webinar and bring people on. You just teach people and you just bless people to the nth degree. And we need this in our community. Right? So you say, hey, I'm done with my commitment. I'm not dealing with the network marketing piece. I'm not telling nobody about this. I just want to learn from you guys and have a safe place to lean on as I'm continuing to develop and grow as a man. Cool. But here's what we're going to do. And this is why when you pay it forward, it pays. It pays to pay it forward. Right? It pays to pay it forward. So you paid it forward for these 3 people. They are committed to paying it forward as well. So right now we're at $55, right? We're at $55, right, Lionel? You got $55 of your initial $100 back. And your $105, you got that back. If this happens all today, then you'll get that $105 back next week. Right? This could happen in a week. It could happen in 2 weeks. Whenever it happens, you get your money back. Right? Then we take it to the next level. Molisha said, hey, I know 3 people that need to be in this community. I know 3 people that need to be in this community. I talked to them about what it is that we're doing, and they committed to the 5 things. Yes, this person is about their family. Yes, they are trying their butts, working their butts off to build a legacy for their family. Yes, they are about their community. The whole reason they're trying to build a legacy for their family is so they can help other people in the community build their legacy. Yes, this person is willing to learn this information and start teaching it to other people. And yes, this person has committed and is willing and understands that they need to commit to paying it forward for 3 people and it'll cost them $105. Right? So that's how that thing is going to go. Molisha is going to introduce A, B, and C. Right? Donovan is going to do the exact same thing. D, E, F. And then TJ knows some folks up in the Northeast who would love to get their minds wrapped around how they can build wealth, right? So right now, you've already got your $35 back, right? These people, you don't really get anything on from until later down the road. And that's actually a part of our compensation plan that we can talk about a little bit later. But what you're going to focus on is TJ. Because when TJ pays it forward for 3 people, TJ and 35. Just like you, TJ is going to get $10, and then $35. So TJ, when she pays it forward for the people that she introduced and brings them into the community, TJ is going to get $25. I'm sorry, she's going to get $10 off the first person that she pays it forward for. Just like you did. You got $10 when you paid it forward for Mo. TJ is going to get $10 off the second person that she pays it forward for, just like you got $10 off Donovan. The third person TJ pays it forward for, TJ is going to get $35. Just like when you paid it forward for TJ, you got $35. So TJ's commitment was $105, just like yours. After she paid it forward for 3 people, just like you, she got $55 of her 105 back. Right? But here's what's cool. Because you paid it forward for TJ, when she introduced this person and this person, there's a $25 override that's going to Lionel. So now Lionel has just gotten another $50. Now Lionel has got his entire $105 back that he initially invested and paid it forward. Lionel already said, but I can't stand network marketing. But I love the concept of paying it forward. I love teaching people. So I'm going to pay it forward and help 3 people understand how to build wealth. We need to understand these tax strategies. We need to understand how to get out of debt. We need to understand how to invest. We need to understand business income. We need to understand credit. But I'm not really with trying to build a network marketing organization. But I am willing to pay it forward because I want to be a part of this movement. When this happens on 2 levels, Lionel has got his initial $105 investment back. Right? But what I want Lionel to see is that the way this company is set up, because it's set up for us to win, man. This company is a black-owned company set up by a black man that's worth about $700 million right now today. And he said, I know how to build a company that you can make a difference and make $1 at the same time. So even though Lionel said, man, I'm not doing that network marketing stuff, but I paid it forward for 3 people, I fulfilled my obligation. Now I'm just with these brothers. In fact, I got my own business that Cortez is helping me do the branding and marketing with. I've got my own thing that I'm learning from these brothers, and I'm learning some information that's helping me in some other endeavors. But I fulfill my commitment here. But we will never finish fulfilling our commitment to you, Lionel. Because as long as these people stay in the program, these 3 people have also committed to paying it forward for 3 people. So I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These 2 people, Lionel, are connected to you. So when they go out and they pay it forward for 3 people, then this person and this person, there's $25 times 2 that's going to come to Lionel. There's $25 times 2 that's also going to come to Lionel. So even though Lionel has fulfilled his commitment and he's done, we're not ever going to fulfill our commitment to you, Lionel, because that's $50 times 2. $100 the next time this thing moves forward that's going to go to Lionel. And if everybody's committed to paying it forward for 3 people, every time that happens, this number just doubles for Lionel. Lionel's done fulfilling his commitment. Lionel ain't paid it forward for nobody else. But we're putting you into a system, Lionel, where you can win, bro. All you have to do is pay it forward for 3 people. That's it. And we're going to vet out those 3 people to make sure that they're serious about paying it forward for 3 people. And I don't know, maybe this takes a year. And it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. Right? And eventually TJ will get to that same place where she's going to get her $55 on the first 3 people she pays it forward to. The next 3 people that get paid forward to, she's going to get a $50 commission. That's her 105 back. And then the next time it duplicates, then she's going to get a $100. And it's just going to double for her and just keep doubling and keep doubling and keep doubling. Now, if you got any ambition about you, and you know that every time you pay it forward for 3 people, you're going to eventually get to a system where that money doubles like that, how many times will you pay it forward for 3 people? See, me, I'm a little bit ambitious. So once I get my initial 105 back, I'm going to take that 105 and I'm going to pay it forward for 3 more people. And I'm going to set up 10 of those systems where the money is going to start doubling. Right? And I'm going to pay it forward. So I'm going to talk really quickly about what you get in addition to this phenomenal system. Right? Cash flow manager, legal. And I'm probably forgetting something. Mo, if I forgot something, let me know. So in addition to being a part of a group that's looking to change the world, your $35 per month will cover our cash flow manager software system. If we're telling you that you can minimize your taxes, you can write off your lifestyle, in order to be able to do that successfully, the IRS requires that you keep good records. We give you a record-keeping software called the Cash Flow Manager that will allow you to use your cell phone as your bookkeeper. A record-keeping software called Cash Flow Manager. You can use your cell phone as your bookkeeper, enter your expense, take a picture of the receipt, and it tracks it to a spreadsheet automatically. At the end of the year, you print out your records, give it to your tax preparer, and boom, record-keeping done right there on the spot. Right there on the spot. So we're solid there. Cash flow strategist. How do you put together your financial game plan? How do you enter all of your debts? How do you enter all of your expenses? How do you enter your goals? How do you enter your aspirations, where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? What kind of money you want from your retirement account? That system will give you a game plan so you can chart a course. Right? That system will give you a game plan where you can chart a course to get you where you want to be. You know exactly how much money you should be investing, what kind of rate of return you need to be going after to make it work. Right? That's powerful. Free and discount legal services. Right? You want to get your will together so you can pass down your resources to your children without Uncle Sam sticking his hand in it? Get you an attorney to do that for you, right? Free and discounted legal services. Discounts on travel, right? Everybody goes on vacation. You rent cars, you get hotel rooms, right? Plane tickets. Get discounts on that stuff, right? And get some commissions on letting other people book travel through your website, right? Credit repair and credit education. I'm going to spend a few minutes on this because I want you to understand. I want you to understand why our credit education service is so radically different than your local credit repair on the corner, right? Your credit score is made up of 5 things: payment history, credit utilization, new credit, credit mix, and credit age. When you go to a credit repair company, all they are concerned about is payment history. If you got derogatory stuff on there, they want to get it removed, and that's how they boost your score. But what about credit utilization? Payment history is 35% of the score. Credit utilization is 30% of the score. Are they helping you address that? We do. Right? What about credit mix? That's 10%. Right? You got to have a good credit mix. What about credit age? If you don't have credit, right, that's 15%. Got to be there. Right? Are they giving you resources to help you deal with that? Right? Credit mix, credit age. And then what did I say the 5th one was? I'm drawing a blank. So credit derogatory payments or payment history, credit utilization, credit mix. Now I'm drawing a blank on all of them. Credit mix, credit age, and I'm drawing a blank on the 5th one. But we got resources that will help you with new credit is the 5th one. We got resources that will help you get new credit. Even if your credit is jacked up right now, we've got resources where you can go get new credit today if you got a 400 credit score. See, we take care of all 5 components of the credit score, so you're building in all areas at the same time. Not just removing derogatory stuff. Yes, we will give you the 4 different dispute letters that you need to dispute the derogatory stuff, but we want you to be sound in all 5 areas. And the cool thing about what we do, it's education. So if you ever find yourself with your credit score dipping, you know exactly why, because you know how to read and analyze your credit report, and you can change it in a heartbeat. You can get it going back in the right direction in a heartbeat. $35 a month, man. Nobody's doing this for us. That's why we're doing it for ourselves. And all you have to do is be willing to pay it forward, be committed to your community, be committed to your family, be committed to building a legacy, and being committed to getting out and teaching this stuff to other people. Powerful, powerful. Identity theft is the #1 crime in the country. Identity theft prevention is included. You get key logging software that protects your computer. It encrypts every keystroke so that if you're operating on your cell phone, your tablet, or your laptop, and you're putting in your vital information, it's going to block it. So if you got malware or spyware on your computer, it's going to stop them from accessing your passwords as you type them in. Identity theft protection. We will protect your identity up to $1 million. If someone does steal your identity, then we will pay up to $1 million to help you recover it and get that back. Right? Get your own website where all of these products can be retailed. So if you want to sell somebody credit restoration, you can. They pay a one-time fee of $100, and you can earn up to $50 commission for every sale. Right? But again, there's nothing wrong with sales. I love sales. But you can strategize your way to wealth. For those who love sales, they can take this product right here, sell 10 of them every month, and make them an extra $500 a month. They can take the cash flow manager because we all know a lot of people with their different network marketing business, their small businesses, they're not keeping good records. You can retail the cash flow manager product if you're good at sales, and that's something you want to do. So this is a legitimate business. You have a financial education franchise that I'm gifting to you today if you're willing to commit to paying it forward for 3 people. In addition to that, on website, you got your own cashback mall right there on your site. How about being able to spend the same money that you're spending at Walmart right now, spend it at Walmart online, get cash back, and then just go pick your stuff up from the store? Do it all the time, right? Everybody's got a certain amount of money that they spend every single month at places like Walmart, Dollar General, Target. And I'm not talking about on electronics, I'm talking about consumable stuff. Laundry detergent, dish soap, paper towels, tissue, consumable stuff you're going to spend money on every single month. I run all my money through my own cashback mall. I get cash back and I earn a little bit of commission. It's not a lot, but every dollar I spend, I'm trying to put a boomerang on some of those things so some of it comes back to my house. That's a shift in mentality that you develop over time when you join this community. It's a mentality that you develop over time when you join this community. Right? So that website, you can put it out there and people can go to that website and buy any of these products and you'll earn commission. That's in addition to what you're going to earn by just paying it forward 3 times. All this stuff is extra, right? If you're into coffee and tea, right? There's coffee and tea infused with Ganoderma and aloe vera. If you're into that kind of stuff, we got that on the site. Free shipping. You just go buy it from your own site. I'm just saying. And if you're not into that kind of coffee, but you're into coffee, Folgers, or whatever, go to your cashback mall and buy it from Walmart and go pick it up from the store. See, we've got you covered on every angle. We're going to stop letting all of our money get away from us with none of it ever coming back. This is called affiliate marketing. I'm an affiliate with Walmart. I'm an affiliate with Best Buy. When I need some electronics, I know I can go to H.H. Gregg. I know I can go somewhere else. But no, I'm going to bestbuy.com because it's in my cashback mall. And if I buy a $1,000 TV, I'm going to earn some cash back. You've got to have strategies with your money. If you don't have strategy with your money, somebody else does. So, here's the question. Who can I pay it forward for right now? Who can I pay it forward for right now? I'm going to write your name on the board. You're going to inbox me. You've got to be ready to take action right now, and you got to be ready to pay it forward for 3 people in the next 7 to 10 days. Who can I pay it forward for right now? Is there 3 people that says, man, I've heard enough, I've seen enough, been following you for a while, I trust that you really care about the community and you're trying to build. Say me if I can pay it forward for you right now, and I'm going to put your name on the board. Me, Tanisha Renee Gladney. Tanisha, one question. Are you a follower of mine, or did somebody else invite you to this stream? If somebody else invited you, tell me who, because they're going to pay it forward for you. But if you're a follower of mine, I know Tawana is a follower of mine. I've talked to Tawana a couple times. Let me know, Tanisha. If you're a follower of mine and you're on the stream because of me, then I will pay it forward for you. But the way our system works is you get to leverage a video like this and you can pay it forward for other people, and all they have to do is say, hey, Tanisha sent me, Tawana sent me. I'm a follower of yours. Okay, so I have Tanisha and I have Tawana. Anybody else I can pay it forward for today? And you guys are ready to pay it forward for 3 people in the next 7 to 10 days? You guys are committed to your families, you're committed to building a legacy, you're committed to the community, and you're willing to learn this stuff so you can go out and teach it to other people, right? Anybody else I can pay it forward for today? All right, so for those people who are watching this on replay, whoever tagged you in this video, whoever shared this video with you, I want you to get back with them and say, hey, are you part of the program that's paying it forward? And they will pay it forward to bring you on board, and they will help you out, because there's a lot of people who do what I do, but not everybody is connected to Black Men Building Wealth and Wealthy Black Women, right? That's a group that's founded by me and my leadership team. But we don't poach other people's prospects. If you're getting connected with somebody else sent you here and they're not part of our group, one thing I know about all of the company as a whole, everybody is about those 5 things. So they will help you build wealth. They will help you build wealth, right? But if you were invited by somebody on my team, you can ask them, are you on Cortez's team? If not, that's cool. I'll still help you. You don't have to worry about that. But get with whoever invited you to take a look at what we're doing. And they will help you get your account set up, and they will help you start building wealth for you and your family using those 5 core principles: entrepreneurship, tax minimization, debt elimination, investing, and credit restoration. Those are the 5 things that we stand on as a company in general. I'm just taking it to another level with paying it forward to make that thing happen so that everybody wins. So right now I only have 2. I have Tanisha and I have Tawana. Anybody else, before we end the stream, ready to pay it forward? And if you're watching this on the replay, all you have to do is just simply inbox me or inbox the person who put you onto this information and say, hey, I need you to pay it forward for me. I need you to pay it forward for me. And I'm going to pay it forward for 3 people. And that's the thing. Even other people who are not associated with Black women building, wealthy Black women or Black men building wealth, if you tell them you need that you're paying it forward, they know what you're talking about. They know what you're talking about. They have their own group, and they're doing the pay it forward system that way too. So they have their own group. So just tell them, hey, I need you to pay it forward for me. And they'll get you set up so that you can win financially. And then ultimately the community wins. And then above all, the next generation wins. Because when we get our money right in this generation, the next generation don't have to start over, y'all. How many of us had to start over? Not to disrespect any of our parents. They did the best that they could, but they didn't have it to leave us, to start us out of college, out of high school with $100,000 to start a business. They didn't have it in them to make sure that they put us on their credit card accounts as authorized users. So when we got out of school, we had a 750 credit score automatically. Right? These are strategies that we're teaching now that our parents didn't know, so that the next generation, man, I'm just laying a foundation, right? But the key is I got to lay a foundation that's so big that it can support a skyscraper. Because when we give our kids head starts, they're going straight to the sky, man. They're going straight to the sky. So you have to lay the foundation big enough to support a skyscraper. And that's what we're doing with this movement. So far, I've got Tanisha Renee and I've got Tawana. I'm going to inbox you the information that you need to get started, the coupon code that will waive the fee, and then we're going to set up our game plan. Right? Get yourself a strategy. If you don't have a plan for your money, someone else will. So hopefully you guys can tell that I love you a lot. Even if I don't know you, if you're Black and you're trying to build and do something positive in the community, that's what I want to help you do. This program will help you do it from a financial standpoint. And once you get the finances right, man, that takes care of about 75% of everything else. And then everything else that needs to be taken care of, the other 25%, you got the money to pay somebody to take care of it for you. So that's what this thing is about. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't worry. Those of you who want to build it forward, start tagging people in this video. Let them see what we're all about. And we're going to create this movement, man. And in 30 days, we're going to have 500 people in this movement in 30 days, all paying it forward, willing to help their brothers and sisters. Because don't buy into the hype that black people can't work together. Don't buy into the hype that black people don't support each other. The reason you're told that all the time, because one thing that media knows is if you tell a lie loud enough and long enough, it becomes truth. The reason they keep telling us that, because they're trying to tell it to us loud enough and long enough till we can believe it is true. I'm going to say this last thing and I'm going to get out of here. The true definition of power is when you can define someone's existence and have them believe in that definition as if it's true. When you can define someone's existence, you can define who someone is, and then have that person buy into that definition and believe that it is true. They want us to believe that we don't support each other, so we'll stop supporting each other. They want us to believe that we don't build together, so we'll never build together, because that equals the demise of the dominant society as it exists today. And that's what they fear the most. A united black man and woman. And that's what we're building right here, right now, today. So with that, I'm H. Cortez, the financial health mentor to the black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, the man with a plan. We're going to get started right away, Tanisha and Tawana. So we're going to get you set up today. Anybody else that sees this video and want to connect with me, then let's connect. Let's get you started. Let me pay it forward. Let somebody on this team pay it forward for you, so you can get rolling with this program and start transforming your finances forever. And when you transfer your finances forever, you transform your financial future and the future of your descendants forever as well. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.